Hello everyone. Today we are going to look at adding and subtracting polynomials. Let's look at some examples. Example 1, part A. So we have 2x squared plus 3x plus 4 plus 5x squared minus 2x minus 1. First we need to get rid of the brackets. So if you don't see any number in front of a bracket, that means that there's a positive 1. And if you distribute it, actually you exactly get the same terms. So 2x squared plus 3x plus 4. So let's look at the second bracket. Again, we see only a plus sign and we don't see any number in front of the bracket. That means it's positive 1 again. So if you distribute again, you will get exactly the same terms here. So 5x squared minus 2x minus 1. Next step, collecting the like terms. So we have 2x squared positive 5x squared, so 7x squared. When you are collecting the like terms, make sure you take the terms with the signs in front of them. So we next one, we have terms with x. So we have positive 3x minus 2x. So that gives you plus x. And we have finally positive 4 minus 1 gives you 3. Let's look at part B. Now we have subtraction of two polynomial expressions. So again, when we look at the first bracket, we don't see any number in front of it. That is positive 1. That gives us 5x cubed minus 10. So in front of the second bracket, we don't see a number, but we see a negative sign. It means that there's a negative 1 here. So then we need to distribute that negative sign to all the terms in that second bracket. So negative 1 times 3x cubed, negative 3x cubed. Negative 1 times negative 4x, positive 4x. Negative 1 times negative 5 gives you positive 5. Now collect the like terms. So we have 5x cubed minus 3x cubed. That gives us 2x cubed. Then we have one term with x, positive 4x, and we have negative 10 plus 5, negative 5. Let's look at part C. Again, we have subtraction of two polynomial expressions. So first bracket, we don't see anything, means there's positive 1 here. So we get 4m squared minus 3mn plus 5n squared. Now, second part, we see negative sign, and it means there's a negative 1 in front of the second bracket. So distribute that negative 1 to all the terms in that bracket. The negative 1 times 5m squared, negative 5m squared, negative 1 times negative 14m mn plus 14mn. Negative 1 times 7n squared, negative 7n squared. Now collect like terms. So 4m squared minus 5m squared gives you negative m squared. Negative 3mn plus 14mn plus 11mn. We have positive 5n squared minus 7n squared. Positive 5n squared minus 7n squared. So negative 2n squared. Okay, let's look at part D. Again, we don't see any number in front of the first bracket. There is positive 1. So 4 minus 3x minus 7x squared. So we see negative sign in front of the second bracket. So you consider there is negative 1. Distribute to all the terms. Negative 1 times 3x squared, negative 3x squared. Negative 1 times negative 8x, positive 8x. Negative 1 times 5, negative 5. Now collect like terms. Negative 7x squared minus 3x squared. So negative 10x squared. Negative 3x plus 8x. Positive 5x. And we have 4 minus 5 gives you negative 1. Now let's look at part E. So first bracket, again, we don't see any number in front of it. It means there's positive 1. So 3 over 4x plus 1 over 2y. Now we see negative sign in front of the second bracket. There is negative 1 then. So distribute that negative 1. Negative 1 over 8y plus 3 over 8x. Now put it is better if you put like terms together because you need to add them and you need to see what the common denominator is. So 3 over 4x plus 3 over 8x plus 1 over 2y minus 1 over 8y. Now you need to add these two terms. They are like terms. So common denominator is going to be 8. So multiply first fraction by 2 over 2. So that gives us 6 over 8x plus 3 over 8x. Okay, now we have 1 over 2y minus 1 over 8y. Common denominator again is 8. So multiply first fraction by 4 over 4. So that gives you 4 over 8y minus 1 over 8y. Collect like terms. 9 over 8x minus plus 3 over 8y. Let's look at example 2. Determine whether the following expressions are equivalent. So to be able to see if they are equivalent, we need to simplify them and then check if they are the same. Okay, so first one, get rid of the brackets. That's the first step. So 2x squared plus 7x minus 2. So get rid of this bracket. So there is negative 1 here. Distribute. Negative 3x minus 6. Collect like terms. 2x squared 7x minus 3x gives you 4x minus 2 minus 6 gives you minus 8. Okay, let's simplify the second expression. So we have x squared plus 12, and because there's a plus sign, means there's plus 1 here. If you distribute it, nothing will be changed here. So x squared plus 4x minus 20. Collect like terms. X squared plus x squared gives you 2x squared. There's plus 4x, and there is positive 12 minus 20 gives you negative 8. To compare these two expressions, they're exactly the same. So these expressions are equivalent. Okay, so let's look at part B. So we will do the same thing. We will simplify this first expression and the second expression and compare. So first expression. So first bracket doesn't have any number. There's this one. So distribute 5a minus a squared. Second bracket has negative 1. So distribute negative 4a plus 2a squared. Collect like terms. We have negative a squared, positive 2a squared. Gives you a squared. We have 5a minus 4a gives you a. Let's simplify the second expression. So we have positive 1 here. So 4a squared minus 4a. And we have negative 1 in front of the second bracket. Distribute negative 3a squared minus 5a. Collect like terms. So 4a squared minus 3a squared gives you 1a squared. Negative 4a minus 5a. Negative 9a. Now compare these two expressions. One is a squared plus 8, the other one is a squared minus 9a. So they are not equivalent.